I knew Leoric was mad, but this is just disgusting.
God, that's just doing a lot of damage. What does that do? 150 damage? Yeah. So 200 plus the 150 of the area. I mean, it's technically evasive fire if I get on top of an enemy like so. It does more damage than elemental arrow. And I'm just using I'm using strafe to get out of the corner. Alright, I'm gonna put on shadow power just to make sure I don't take a bunch of damage. And then when I get a chance, let's strafe out of there with additional movement speed. Oh my goodness, this is working? This is working! But seriously, it's 200 for the first hit, 150% weapon damage is poison in a 12 hit, so that's 350 damage, which is more than elemental arrow for a generator, no less. I mean, jeez. Hell, that's close to what Chakram does in a hit. Of course, Chakram can hit multiple times though, but still. .78 dex. Oh yeah, you can probably use that. Your damage is at what, 331?
Suits me.
Yeah, because followers get 2.5 multiplier on any main stat, so. I kind of like proccing tactical advantage and then using it to use strafe. That's kind of a neat combo. Oh, a legendary belt! Yes! Oh, it's gold wrap again. That one I had earlier? Finding the same one on the same character twice in a row. Oh well, gold wrap is still neat, but I have to roll, of course, to see if I can use it, so here we go. Can I use gold wrap? One is yes, two is no. No, I cannot use it. It is scrap. Darn.
I'm convinced that some malevolent...
Here, have a bunch of poison bombs. I'm just slowly backing away. I can't believe this works. I really just... I'm in shock that this even works. just use strafe to kind of strafe them away.
So
Kite 'em.
these are the halls of agony. Charming place, truly.
So one downside to doing this random challenge is finding something like that and not being able to use it.
Bring him to me that I may rend the flesh from his bones.
I can just continually proc tactical advantage and run away with strafe. That's awesome. Even though I get 70% movement speed on strafe with tactical advantage, it don't matter. Oh man, this is just... I honestly think this is a bit more fun than when I was running the other characters from scratch and just testing out builds that way, because this forces me to kind of try things that like seem like they wouldn't work normally. But then again, too, part of it is I'm using abilities that have been changed since I last used them and just haven't tried them since. So there is that sense of discovery as well, which is just pretty... It's a good feeling. I have to admit, I like it when things get changed from patch to patch. It gives me something to do, something to try. And I know a lot of people that get pissed every time something gets changed, because it's like, man, I had a build that used that. But I'm like, man, it just means that you can try out different things with, different things in your build, change your build up. You know, keep it from being monotonous. Although for high-end demon hunters, it still pretty much boils down to marauders and using sentries, which kind of sucks. But I mean, there is a couple things you can do with that. And there is a new set that gives you every rune of shadow power that I think could probably be as useful as marauders. Just because it, you know, makes shadow power be fairly cheap. I could think you could use it for survivability. That was weird. All those are white. Yeah. The ring though, same as the other one. It's 10% additional damage compared to Neggle Ring. Lose 5% toughness, but I don't think that's a big deal. Let's use it, and I'll give the Neggle Ring to Lyndon. Should I randomize that? Because it's a legendary item. It's only stats to Lyndon, though. Well, let's... Yeah, can Lyndon use the ring? Yes, no. Yes, okay, good.
My training has paid off.
Alright, it is new level time, and I got a new ability, so... Level 27, not bad. Oh geez, Hot Pursuit is now in the abilities I can get. Alright, 1 second here. Okay, so random monitor capture. There we go. Cluster Arrow and Hot Pursuit. So 2 new abilities. And once I get to 30, of course, I won't be getting new abilities, but I'll be getting new passes every now and then, which will be good. So at least at this point, there's not too much to randomize. So Cluster Arrow goes into the random abilities. And Hot Pursuit P-U-R. I can't spell worth a damn, it's okay. Alright, abilities. Grenade, Smokescreen, Elemental Arrow. Multi-shot, Cluster Arrow, Hungering Arrow. Two generators, 3 spenders, and at least 1 discipline ability, huh? Alright, what are my passives? Steady Aim, Hot Pursuit. Steady Aim. Hot Pursuit. Alright, so steady aim means the enemies have to be farther away. That's why I usually don't like that one, but oh well. I had a feeling the moment I put Hot Pursuit in the random generator, I was going to get it. Why? Because when I made my first 2 Hellfire Amulets, both of them had Hot Pursuit. Man, you want to talk about the luck of my luck when it comes to this stuff? Okay. Alright, so let's see about runes. 2 choices for grenade. So let's scale that back, scale that back. Grenade gets... Okay, so I get Tinkerer, so it increases its generation. Smokescreen has 3 choices. Lingering Fog, so the duration is increased to 1.5 seconds. Elemental Arrow has 2 choices. Number 2, so I do get Ball Lightning. Multi-shot has 2 choices because I got Fire at Will this time, so I get Fire at Will. Reduce the Hatred cost to 18, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. Cluster Arrow, just got it, so I don't have any abilities. I'm surprised. Once again, I get a new ability, and I get to actually use it. Hungering Arrow, 1, 2, 3, 4 options. Puncturing. Alright, so 50% increased chance to pierce. Alright, that's it. We are done with this, so turn that off. Alright, this will be fun. Yeah, fun is a word I use loosely right now. Multi-shot and Elemental Arrow are going to be much better than Cluster Arrow at any point due to the fact that Cluster is not ruined. 550% weapon damage. 4 grenades that do 220. So that's like 880, so that's 1,500 damage if everything hits. And it splits up, but it's also very expensive. Multi-shot, 360% weapon damage for 18 hatred is pretty nice. And then we've got Elemental Ball Lightning. Multi-shot, truthfully, going to be better than Elemental Arrow in a way. 18 to 10. Honestly, elemental arrow. I think ball lightning is more damage per hatred. Well, let's bring up the calculator. So that's going to be 30 damage per hatred spent. And that's 20 damage per hatred spent. So ball lightning, yeah, far more efficient. If I wouldn't have rolled with this. So I get more hatred back with grenade than I do hungering arrow. Hungering arrow has a better chance to pierce. Hungering arrow is 155% weapon damage, less damage per hit, but has a potential to do more for a single target. So hungering arrow will probably do best with I have a single target. Grenade for multi-targets. And I have 3 different AoE abilities as my spenders. Oh, this. Oy. Okay. Let's get a big hit with cluster for when I need it. And other than that, ball lightning. I just don't see fire at will being as useful as ball lightning. Unless, well, even if they're all like around me, because ball lightning will usually hit a big group as it passes. You know, as a comparison, these two abilities are terrible to compare. And the sad thing is they both do the same thing. Like, if they were different elements, maybe, to make them different, to make them interesting. But as it is, elemental arrow and multi-shot, elemental arrow wins out. I mean, unless I got gear with plus to multi-shot, why would I use it over elemental arrow? I mean, I guess it's more damage in a single shot, but it's not as efficient. I don't know.
With all my might.
So for these guys, I'll just go ahead and cluster since they're a small 2-pack.
Show off those fancy attacks you like so much.
Oh, you know what? It goes through Waller. There is an advantage in that. Although there, we can see that it didn't really matter because I had an open shot, but you know. Oh hey, hand crossbow that gives me 15% damage. I'll take it. Second one, nope, dual wielding does not give me more. My button setup is a little odd. I don't normally run with more than one generator. Maybe I should, since I'm more used to it doing that. And then for AoE, let's try it that way. This will be an interesting build to bring against the Butcher, I guess. I mean, it'll work. I'll pretty much spam him with Hungering and Cluster. Pretty much be the whole gist of that one. Trying to keep my distance in order to get my steady aim. Yeah. Eat grenades! Ah! I like explosives. Huh. Event. Excellent.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Maiden!
Alright, I know I'm going to say this wrong. Looks like DJ Az. I don't know. DJ Az. Depends on your definition of the word is. Welcome. Glad you enjoy the channel. Welcome to one of my weird and awkward live streams. As it is. Oh, hello. Alright. Cluster. Cluster. I have another cluster. Hey, you know what you like? You like cluster. Yes, you do. Enjoy. No, don't be shy. Don't be shy. You like cluster.
13th day of lunar SAR 1260.
Excellent. Okay. Ooh, I'm in flawed gym territory now. Like jazz. Who doesn't like a little bit of smooth jazz? I like clicking on things. Apparently I fail at doing that occasionally. I missed the door a couple times there. Okay, back up. Back up. Man, I'm missing my evasive fire already. That rune for evasive fire was far better than it used to be. I like it. Lots of poison damage, lots of AoE, better than some of the spinders even. As long as you can survive it. I guess that's the downside. I can survive a lot of stuff right now. I don't know if it would be Torment viable.
Steady! Yes!
Okay. Closer and closer to the butcher. I just like Ball Lightning for its very high damage output potential for groups. I mean, they're around the corner there. I didn't even have to aim right at them. The Ball Lightning goes past and electrifies them. And again, why multi-shot? Why? The only benefit that I've had to multi-shot is that it appears to go through Waller, which is actually a pretty huge benefit when you think about it. But if you can move around Waller,
Freedom, after so long. Freedom!
Ball Lightning is the more efficient option in general, and can be used for a much longer range than multi-shot. They may have to redesign that a little bit. I don't know, I've always felt like multi-shot as a whole was never really... Well, it's an interesting skill, looks pretty cool, has some decent runes. I just never really found it to be an option that I wanted to throw in with everything else. Now there's the advantage of having a full Marauder set and using multi-shot with your turrets. I mean, there is that. I do like Cluster Arrow. Only reason I never use it, so expensive. But I guess that's why a lot of Demon Hunters like Reaper's Wraps, right? You get Reaper's Wraps, you do a burst build, get your resources back through Reaper's Wraps. Not the gods, simply a man. A man who is like unto a god, I suppose. Except for when you get killed by butterflies. I'm not letting it go. I won't let it go, 'cause the butterflies really bug me anyway. That's how it is. I need a metal headpiece. I need something to kill. Trigger finger is itchy. Oh, trigger fitcher. What the hell's a trigger fitcher?
Thank the gods.
The gods! There's someone useless. Deal with him harshly. Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
One more. Oh, pack.
I'll blast the gold out of you.
Start using grenades since they're clustered together. Alright, these guys are kind of weak. Let's try and cluster arrow them down. There we go. Cluster. Cluster. Nope. Cluster. Thank you. Resources, right?
That was completely worth it. Mostly.
How much dex do I get from this? 10? It's not going to be enough. I'm losing 30 dex for the sake of 2 sockets? No. Hey, Jiminy, welcome. Welcome back. Yep, getting there. Getting there. You missed my favorite build so far with the Evasive Fire and the Poison Rune, which has proven to be excellent with the new stutter step stuff they've done to it. Oh my goodness, I was in love. This build's okay. It's functionally sound, I suppose, aside from the fact that I've got 2 spenders that seem to contradict each other, and of course 2 generators.
My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me, and repent your crimes.
Oh, hello, jailer. Jailer and Desecration, yes. Oh no, Molten, there. Right. He moved out of the bombs. Alright. Just kind of stand on him to get him to stay in the bombs. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Level 28. Okay, 1 second here. Random generator up. Okay, let's see how we are. We are level 28, I do believe it was, yes? Yep. That guy's coming in. Alright, 28 sees us with just these abilities here, so no new abilities, just new runes. So nothing nothing I can really put into the generator, but I can just randomize, really. So prep cluster. Yeah, that's it. Randomize. Cluster, fan, prep. Cluster, fan, prep. Oh boy. Sheesh, cluster. Fan. Prep. Stop being in combat. Spike Shadow Hungering. Oh, Hungering is primary, right. Okay, good. At least I got a... Whew, I was a little scared there. What'd you say? Let me take a look at what you said over here, Jazz. Oh yeah, the new Google Plus. Yeah. That whole Google Plus thing is a bear. Yeah, there's a way you can rename it or have an alias name. I think. I just don't know how it all works. I just have it use my channel name whenever I comment, so I've never bothered with it, so I couldn't tell you how to fix that. But I'm glad you like the content. You've watched, wow, 90% of the D3 stuff. Wow. It'd be in Trebus that's sent you my way. Wow. You know, it's funny because I was actually mentioning Trebus. I'll mention Trebus when I kind of started this because I remember when Diablo 3 first launched, and that's probably how it might have ended up getting this way, was we all did a Diablo 3 hardcore event where we were just going to see how far we could get in hardcore. And that was where my first hardcore and probably my last hardcore death occurred, because we got through the Fields of Misery, because all of us had done the beta, like, extensively. We had basically beaten the beta inside and out. We knew everything there was to know about the beta and getting to level 13. So we kind of knew that, right? So we get the Fields of Misery and we don't know what to expect. I die to one of those damn trees and they're poison damage because, you know, back then we didn't know what to expect and damage levels were very different than they are now, but oh man, I was like, nope, not doing hardcore again. Sticking to softcore. So this has been kind of an interesting challenge to actually go back, but it's not as difficult, I don't think, in the beginning as it was back then. So, I mean, well, I feel, you know, it's cool that I'm able to do this. Of course, being a demon hunter, it's a very different game than what it was back at release 2, because we have all that armor. We have all this armor now instead of dodge. So that really helps. But yeah, Trebus, kind of sad to see that he hasn't really released any content for a while. I know he's up and about. I see him playing games. So I know he's around. I occasionally say hi to him, see how he's doing. So he seems to be doing okay. I just don't exactly know any details on any of that, so I couldn't even begin to guess. But, you know, Trebus was a great guy to play with, honestly. I really enjoyed, and that's why I'm sad that, kind of sad to see that he hasn't made anything in a while, because he was a great guy, was very informative. Yeah. Not much else. I mean, I don't even know what else to say about that, because yeah, I really, as much as I didn't really watch a lot of his content, but for those that I did watch when he was covering D3, because I wasn't into StarCraft and he was mostly StarCraft, I liked what he put out there. Alright, we're done with the random list. Let's go ahead and randomize my passives. We got Brooding, Thrill, and Steady Aim. Or, no, just Brooding and Thrill, because I don't have 3 passives. Brooding and Thrill the Hunt. Cool. So, Brooding gives me 3% life regeneration per second for every second I remain stationary. Stacks up to 3 times. So, it gives me a benefit for staying still. And since I don't take a lot of damage, honestly, this is probably going to keep me alive like crazy. Let's see. So, runes. Cluster. Wait, do I have runes for cluster yet? No. No runes for cluster. Fan of Knives. I have 1 rune. Okay, go back. Random. 1 or 2. Generate. 1. No rune. Okay. Prep. 3. Use 2. Alright, Invigoration, Maximum Discipline. Which works since I have Shadow Power. Just keep Shadow... Wow, so I'm going to have Shadow Power to give me life on hit and Brooding. Yeah, I'm not seeing much death in the future. Let's see if I can stand still and handle the Butcher's attacks, right? Let's see if I die, my first hardcore death of the season, to the Butcher because I'm testing out my life regeneration. Never... That's part of the reason why I don't play... I don't play hardcore a lot because I like to experiment and test things. So I'm like, hey, let's see if I can survive a hit when I'm using all these cooldowns. Nope. Oh, man. Okay, so... Spike Trap, I've got 2 here. What do I get? Do I get anything? Nope, nothing for Spike Trap. Shadow Power, 2 runes. Do I get it? Yes, I get Nightbane, so slow the enemy movement around me. Now, it's kind of a shame I don't have Cold of the Week, because Nightbane would be great for that. Hungry Arrow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rune number 2. Puncturing Arrow again. Well, that didn't change. Okay, so we have Hungering and Cluster, so I've got a pretty good burst here. Let me turn off the monitor capture to stop the game stutter here. 1 second. Alright, Hungering Arrow, additional Pierce, so I have a generator. Cluster Arrow for a bunch of damage, so that's good. Phantom for when they get close. Let's see, Shadow Power, let's put Prep there. Spike Traps, no runes for that, so I can just put Spike Traps under the enemy. 30 to 40, I mean they're both expensive, that's the downside. Spike Trap and Cluster, both very expensive abilities, so... Thrill the Hunt is going to be good with the Spike Trap. Let's give it a go. Let me change this around a bit. I'm going to put Prep on 1. There. And since I know I'm about to get charged by a bunch of enemies,
My lord.
you know, I'm glad you enjoyed watching the beta content. I was, you know, I was kind of sad that I didn't get access to the beta this time around for Reaper. I could only play on the PTR for 2.0, so I didn't get the new act and things like that. But in a way, in a small way, I'm kind of happy at the same time, right? Because getting beta access means I'm seeing everything as it's coming out. Oh, hi. I'm getting trapped in the wall there. Okay, stop that. Oh, and of course I use that when no one's nearby. That's a smart move. So not getting access to beta meant I got to be surprised, because I wasn't watching a lot of beta content at the time. I was more concerned with the PTR since I was making content that way. Oh man, they are being very aggressive with this wall. Get out of here. Let me see, that's 340, what's Cluster? 550, yeah, Cluster is more damage, but the trap triggers more often. Oh hey, a ring. Oh, it's another Niggle ring. And it is less damage but more toughness. Alright, well, let's do the generator and see if I should wear it. Do I wear this Niggle ring? One is yes, two is no. No. Does Lyndon wear the Niggle ring? No. So neither of us wear the Niggle ring. Gotcha. So that is scrap. That's a shame. Because honestly, even though I can't use it, Lyndon would get a good upgrade from that.
Well, the Orc had more people in his dungeons than some rulers have in their entire kingdoms.
Stop running. I might, yes! Cool, I got both treasure goblins this time. Oh yeah, the vanilla beta was nice. You know, I'm kind of glad when they gave us the beta, even though it was limited. I'm kind of glad it was limited because it gave us a chance to test like the important stuff, as far as systems and whatnot. But it didn't spoil a lot. Since I wasn't in the Reaper beta, I don't know what that spoiled. I think almost everything was there except for what? Maybe the last fight. Okay, let's throw out some of these white items so that I can take a look at what's on the ground here. Any good upgrades? Nope.
My bag is too heavy. I need to go back.
Greed's Realm would be nice. I don't think Greed's Realm appears outside of Adventure Mode, though. So I'm going to have to unlock Adventure Mode. Alright, so I've already rolled this and I can't use it. Same thing with Gold Wrap. Can't use that. I have a Demonic Essence now. So what I'll probably do is right before the Butcher, I'll roll for crafting. Yeah, if Malthael was the only thing that wasn't in the beta, then I'm kind of glad I didn't get in, because it was kind of cool to experience everything new for the first time. You know, aside from the main systems that were coming into 2.0 that I already knew about. It's kind of a blessing and a curse to be in a beta, really. Because there's some things I play extensively in beta, like I was obviously Smite. I was playing a ton of that in beta, and then ultimately I stopped playing it right before it released. So now it's a released product. But granted, Smite's beta was open to the public, so that's an odd case, right? Because a lot of people are still playing it. It's really kind of hard to, when something's an open beta like that and so many people are playing it. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I should probably get back into Smite at some point to try it. I do know I'm behind on making videos for Heroes of the Storm. And I did get a special request for Nova, so I would like to do that because I like Nova. I've been playing Nova a lot lately, actually. So I should do that. Is Greed's Realm's a level 70 thing, right? I think it is. So we'll see. By the time I get to 70, be playing adventure mode anyway, so one way or the other I'll hopefully get one. I have not played in the Greed's Realm at all yet. So I haven't seen it. And I've been trying to keep it special. I haven't watched any videos on it. I know a few things about it, like I know there's a gem that drops out of there, but that's all I really know. I haven't watched it. I know there's a boss. I'm going to be excited when I get it. I'm going to be very excited when it finally spawns for me, because that'll be fun.
Though my counsel begs me to...
Yeah, being able to cluster arrow with Thrill the Hunt and keep the enemy away is kind of nice. I keep forgetting I have brooding as well, so I can stand still and get regeneration when I need it. That'll probably help with the Butcher as well, being able to live through his fire. I'll see if I can get some achievements for it though, try and avoid what I can. Stay there. Oh no 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 no! I know better than to let that hit me. I don't know how. I know I'm not taking a lot of damage right now. The last thing I want to do is the damage I do take be a one-shot death.
Feel my wrath.
Clusters are pretty good AoE, man. I just don't use it enough. Alright, let's try and get some more damage down through his traps. Oh man, I don't want Royal Ring of Grandeur. I don't want to talk about that. Man. I still don't have one. I have a five-piece Marauder set that could be technically a 6 with the Ring of Grandeur, a 2-piece Nat set as well, so I could have that as a 3-piece. If I could get that, just find the damn Ring of Royal Grandeur, I would have 2 sets partially complete, or actually 1 complete set with Marauders. The ring refuses to spawn for me. I have not seen that ring once. And I have been farming Act 1 bags for a while. Unfortunately, most of the time I don't even get a legendary out of the bag from Act 1. So it's kind of depressing, really. Looks like I'm going to level before the butcher. Okay, so it's not a level 70 thing, but it's adventure mode only, so I still gotta beat the game. Good to know, at least. Oh, why are enemy health bars off? Turn that back on. Am I gonna level? Gosh, is there one more pull?
You really want to go down there?
Why? Are you afraid?
No. I was just wondering what was taking you so long.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
returning to town.
Well, I don't level before the butcher, but he will level me. Which is good, honestly. I think taking this build in there is going to be better anyway. I can do a decent amount of damage with cluster. I'd rather do this than chance getting a build that's going to be weird. Arcane skills deal more damage. Thanks. Go away. Okay, weaponry. 34 bow. What level is it? 23. The hand crossbow is 23 as well, so maybe I should roll that. 20. 24. There's a chance of that being better. Okay. Let's grab the random number generator. Do I craft the bow? Yes or no? No. 1 is yes, 2 is no. So, what about the quiver? 1 is yes, 2 is no. Yes. Cool, more damage and toughness. Dex, vital, attack speed. Resource cost reduction, which resource cost reduction is kind of nice considering I'm using cluster. Let's get that gem back, shall we? Alright, belt. Do I roll a belt? No. Boots. I already have Kane's boots. Let's hold on to that now because I can actually make one of Kane's items. Kane's gloves. Okay. I have what I need to make this, get a 2-piece set to get attack speed. Do I create Kane's gloves? I do. Damn, nice. 5% damage, 1% toughness, and some healing. Dex, vital, attack speed, crit hit chance. Cool. One more piece and I've got 3. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to do that. I would need 2 more of the brimstones, and I would need 1 more demonic essence in either case. Alright, so helmet wise, I think I'm good there. Armor wise, or legs wise, should I go ahead and make a new pair of legs? Yes. Cool, RNG is being kind to me before the butcher. Scoundrel token is at 18 still.
Changes in your life?
Shoulder. Yes! Wow. Praise RNGesus, for he provides today. Oh, man, okay. Doesn't have dex on it. It's got some healing. Should I craft another one? I don't really like that one. Should I craft another one, yes or no? Alright. Really? Pushing my luck. One more time, yes or no? Alright. There we go. Dex, vital, area and hip. I am surprised it told me to go ahead and keep crafting. I'm getting lucky. Oh, the Battle.net website is a bit bugged for seasonal characters. That sucks. I imagine that there's something there. They probably have to update the API for the web page. I'm surprised they didn't consider that. All right, 6 decks, 10 decks. Let's throw some decks into that ring. All right, let me throw off the screen capture. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Butcher time. Let's take a look at my character before his possible death. Blue headpiece, red chest piece. That's interesting. But hey, there he is. Demon hunter that should go after the butcher. Ow. Whoa. Nice. Oh, I got hit by it. I was hoping to maybe get an achievement out of not getting hit by that. Darn. Let's see if I can avoid everything else, though. Oh, he got stopped. Ow. That hurts, Mr. Butcher, sir.
Fresh meat.
You almost pulled me into the fire.
Zombie flesh good. Human flesh better.
Yay!
That's over. I'm willing to split this half and half with you. I'll take half now, and then half when we get back to town. What would you do if I stopped following you? Enjoy the peace and quiet.
Alright, so let's see what we got. We got dead meat, Kill him in hardcore mode, which I haven't done before. Butchered, kill the butcher. Beastmaster, all bestiary book, lore books, great. And I got, see this, 400 points for the season. So I've got everything now. I've got the banner shape, the banner pattern, the accent, and the sigil. Alright, let's go rescue Tyrael. Get back to town. Change up the build. And turn on my seasonal banner, I guess. Alright, 1 second here. Alright, very quickly I'm going to go through this because I'm going to have to take a small break here for a few minutes because I do have to make a call here. A little bit of damage, but not much. 57, 54, let's give it to him.
A gift for me.
Oh, his damage goes way down because this has got dex on it. Never mind. Cold skills. I don't know. No, I don't want to use that. No, didn't really anything good. Let's see what happens with this quiver, though. The quiver. Very nice. 16% damage, some healing, toughness, attack speed increase by 20%. So that's, wow, pretty nice attack speed for this level. Life regeneration. Not bad. Very nice. Would be nice to use. Let's see if the game lets me. Can I use it? 1 is yes, 2 is no. Yes! Now you can congratulate me. Oh, thank you, yes. I'm quite happy. Quite happy about that. Okay. Do I put in 6 decks or put in 14 Resol? Going into Act 2, so things are going to get a bit tougher, I think. Let's go ahead and put in the Resol for now. It's a bigger gym. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, that was fun, killing the butcher. I was hoping to avoid the pull-in, but unfortunately, as we saw, he got me twice with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to let the cinematic play while I do so, so you guys have that to watch. So have fun, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I have to apologize for the delay there. And what it looks like I might have to do is go ahead and end things shortly here. So what I'll do is at least create a build, get the random build going so I can start it up on the next go around. Kinda gonna miss this one. Oh man, look at all this stuff that I could buy that I can't buy because I don't have near enough gold. Oh dear. Alright, you know what I need to do? I've been trying to see if I can craft, and Hadrig has stuff that's he's not going to have anything better, so I'm going to have to recraft again, because look at this. 27, 25, I've been failing to level up Hadrig, so let's get him up to rank 5. Do we need to get him up to rank 6 at all? No, that's in the 30s. Okay, so we'll do one more session of crafting, and of course we'll do the build. So, let me just real quick get everything up. What did I hit? I hit 29. Okay, at 29, as you can see, I didn't gain anything, so we're just going to re-randomize. And the next level will be the last level I get any kind of abilities. and then it'll just be passives every few levels. Let me see. To 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Wow. So you only get a passive every 5 levels. So we'll just be re-randomizing every level. Alright, here we go. Evasive Fire, Fan of Knives, Spike Trap. Marked for Death, Grenade and Companion. Interesting. My only spender is Spike Trap, really. Alright, what about passives? Tactical Advantage and Thrill of the Hunt. So back to the first two. Tactical Advantage won't work though, since I don't have Vault, Smokescreen. Well, no, it will, because I've got Evasive Fire. So, it depends, unless I get Hardened. If I get Hardened, then it won't work. So let's see, I've got 3 runes for Evasive Fire. Alright. Parting Gift. Excellent. I love that one. Fan of Knives has 2 runes. Ooh, okay. Pinpoint Accuracy. Increase cooldown to 15 seconds. Increase damage to 1,600 weapon damage as lightning. Holy. It doubles the damage. For 50... Double the damage for 50% increased cooldown? Yeah, I'll take that. Sheesh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, Spike Trap. I get Echoing Blast, so the damage of each explosion is 420 now, instead of the original 340. And it's poison. That used to be the one that made it explode 3 times, but that's a baseline now. Mark for Death, I've got 2 runes. Let's see what I get. Ooh, I get Contagion. Excellent. That is my favorite Mark for Death rune. So I'll actually start using this. Grenade. Looks like I don't get to use anything with that. Companion, I have the spider and I have the bat now. And the bat grants 1 hatred per second as a passive, but can instantly gain me 50. And he does 60% weapon damage. So let's see what we get. I've got 3 pets. And it looks like I get the spider. 140 weapon damage is physical, and activating him webs enemies around. This may not be a bad build.
If we stand here much longer, I am going to rob you.
Okay, so that's 200. 100 weapon damage to 2 additional enemies. Then there's Grenade, which is just 160. It doesn't have a rune. Doesn't have a rune at all. So 160 compared to 200 with 2 100s. That's better for AoE. Oh, let me turn off the screen capture, otherwise it's going to be a little stuttery. There we go. But I've got Echoing Blast, lots of damage on the knives, and I have Contagion now, which is really nice.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take
I don't think this will be too bad. It's just I only really have 1 spender, and that's Echoing. So the only thing that Thrill the Hunt's going to proc on is Spike Trap, because as we noticed before, Fan of Knives doesn't use Hatred, so it doesn't count. I can't pin things down with Fan of Knives. So that's the downside. Now, oops, forgot. Bring this back up. I'm going to go ahead and go through the crafter one more time since I forgot to level him up last time, so that's my fault. I could have had better gear for the Butcher, but apparently I really didn't need it. Oh, he's got a 32 hand crossbow. That's nice. Alright, hand crossbow. Do I get to make that for myself? Yes or no? One is yes, 2 is no. No, I do not. Okay, armor. Going back up to armor. Do we have anything that's an improvement? Belt. Yes or no? Yes. Excellent. Boots. Keeping canes. Bracers. Yes or no? No. Chest armor. Yes or no? Yes. Nice. Some damage and toughness. I could put some gems in there. Ooh, a new scoundrel token. Yes or no? Shoulders. No. Alright. That's my crafting done. So that's 78 dex. This is 117 dex, so he's definitely going to get some nice boost, especially since it has critical hit damage on it. So he goes up to 479. Of course, we may be getting rid of the scoundrel soon. We're going to run into the enchantress, and I will roll to get her. And then roll her skills if I do get her. Okay, well, I think that's good. This is looking like it's going to be very interesting to play with. Let's turn that up. Alright. Let's take a look at the armor one last time. It's actually coming together pretty nicely this time around. And I do look forward to doing this again and getting to level 30 with the random. Not bad. Level Act 2 on hardcore. Haven't done that before. It's a first for me. Oh, right, my sigil. Pattern. Okay, and sigil. And accent. Yeah, see, I don't have a lot of the hardcore stuff. Alright, there is the... That is the new seasonal banner with all of the trappings. So the border, the inside, the accent, and the icon with the all-seeing eye. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright, so definitely having a lot of fun with this. And ladies and gentlemen, always thank you guys for coming by. It's especially nice too when it you know, also gets the conversation going, so we can I think it makes it more interesting to watch. You know, that way we have something to actually talk about, something to that's not just me talking about stats and upgrades and what I ate for lunch. I didn't talk about what I ate for lunch. I ate a sandwich. There. Now the conversations are complete. Okay, what kind of sandwich? It was roast beef. No one actually asked that. It's conversation. Whatever. That's the quirkiness you should come to expect from this channel and stream. But thanks again, guys, for coming by. Again, I just honestly can't thank you guys enough. It's really nice to have you guys. And welcome again, Jazz. It was nice to speak with you for the first time. And, you know, hopefully if you ever get the Google Plus thing ever squared away, it'd be nice to ever see if you know, if you ever want to comment on anything. By all means, feel free, because as I always say, I love feedback. All right, I'll go ahead and shut it down. Thanks for watching.